IAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. But tonight we begin Week 8 with a good matchup for you here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Now Hall to start the drive. And some room to maneuver. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Here's Rodgers. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down. You look at this Jaguar defense. And they come into top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 30. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He finds Wilson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
They'll run with Hall. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Well, just about an ideal start to this one offensively, because on the road, you want to make sure you quiet the home crowd early. And how do they do it? Nice march to start things off. Let the run game find its footing early. That drive certainly checked a lot of boxes, and they finished it off with a touchdown run.
For the extra point, Cameron Dicker. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0.
Makes the score Jets 7, Jaguars 0.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. He will return this. And deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy. because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Now Etienne to start the drive. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
4 yards on the pickup.
Now Lawrence. Looking deep downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. You talk about this Jets defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And this one is incomplete.
Has to be. Frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
So on 4th down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville. This is brought in at the 21. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Jets will take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you... This is intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Intercepted. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10
right open.
at the 40-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's open like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return is Xavier Gipson. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Their own 16-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Going for the deep ball. He's got a man complete. And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 40-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 41 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Straight ahead is Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Jags, very strong in that victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 21. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. They'll set up the screen for Hall. Touchdown, Jets! Breece Hall. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jets have taken the lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They are riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings, because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. Here's 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. The Jaguars sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Handoff running left is Etienne. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 47 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
11, Agate. 11.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. first down marker at the 31. It's third down.
13, Luke. 11. Go.
Now Lawrence to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 25-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Back to the ground with Etienne. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And they'll go again with Etienne. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Lawrence. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete. Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Decent 24. Take right open. Hey, here we go, baby. Here we go.
On 2nd down, Lawrence. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Wilson's got it complete. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll run with Hall. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the...
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Michael Dana in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now it's Rodgers. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Rodgers throwing quickly out wide. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Handoff running left. Here's Hall. Now he's into the clear again. Breece Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jets go up by 2 touchdowns.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Well, yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum,
skirt
filet
steak,
at maximum.
You can't give the guy skirt steak his first 3 times.
Filet, 10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now 21-7. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look at a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 82 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Hey. Here we go.
Another toe for Etienne. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know, they're just trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd and 7.
Hey, kill. Here we go.
They'll try the left side with Etienne. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. A give running right, Etienne. Down inside the 40.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On 4th down, Kyle Shanahan will send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the 3rd quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
That's good for a Jaguars.
Etienne once more. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll get this off to Etienne. So the completion gets him just a yard. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
11. 13, Luke.
Lawrence will throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
4th down. Here's Lawrence. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Sauce Gardner puts it off. And the Jets are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go. Down right here. Instead, an interception happens, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 5. try to run with Hall. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Give to Hall running right. That'll make it 4th down after a loss.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe. So it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this one is right down Broadway.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further. And you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line.
Brought down by Jermaine Johnson.
Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
And they'll begin by running the option.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
He's to the 15.
And this will be scooped up in the end zone. The defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Point after, right down the middle. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Xavier Gipson now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their defense just added 2 more onto their lead, and now they'll see what they can do here offensively as they get it back following the free kick. There he goes, left side. Breece Hall racing to the end zone. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall, 83 yards. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that will make this a 19-point game.
Jaguars 14.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And now their hill to climb has gotten taller. They had the safety last time they had the football. That led to the touchdown a moment ago. So that deficit going in the wrong direction as they try to right the ship here. 1st and 10.
He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 54 yards.
Straight ahead, Etienne.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
And Lawrence now going to move them around.
At the 23-yard line.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Hey, kill. 30 left.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
And that will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Go. Hey, I'm gun. 11, Agate. 11.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence.
And he comes back with one complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds, a few yards shy of the line to gain. And that's going to be a turnover on downs.
So an interesting decision at this stage of the game to go for it. You think maybe that missed field goal earlier had anything to do with it?
If it did, I'm really surprised because usually one miss is not enough to alter your game plan. My only thought is maybe he got hurt. Or maybe they just understand that it's not his day for some other reason we don't know right now. But in general situations, you run him back out there and let him have another chance.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2nd and 5. They'll go again with Hall.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. And they're going to speed things up here.
Ball again on second down.
And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the second straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And check down, complete to Hall.
And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
And he'll have a Jets first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Boy, 203 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 45-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
No gain on the play.
I guess that was a little better. He got back to the line of scrimmage there after the loss on 1st down, but now you're still dealing with a 3rd and long.
So let's put on our offense coordinator hat. They've been very aggressive against the run the last 2 plays. I'm thinking screen right here. Let him come get the quarterback and dump it off. There could be some room to roam.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 30. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And now onto the field comes the Jags offense. They'll go for 2.
Here we go.
Lawrence going to look to throw for it.
And he's going to get in. So they're back within 11. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone. So we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the pick 6 we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a 2-possession game as they control their destiny in this 4th quarter. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
6:30.
Here's Rodgers.
Oh, he's going up top for Wilson.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a first down. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up fourth down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's third down. Now Lawrence.
He's going to let it go again. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Fourth down, 10 yards to go.
Go, let's go. Think right.
Here we go, gotta have it. Lawrence. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by DJ Reed, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
They'll take over at first down 10 at the 24-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Antonio Johnson. And the Jaguars are right back in this football game.
The Jaguars take over first down 10.
This is first and 10.
7-yard line.
Think right, open. Check smash. Hey, kill.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
He'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line.
Hey, go.
They'll come up now on second down.
Dirty left.
Here's Lawrence.
He's going to let it fly. It got his man complete.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's first and 10. Lawrence.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
They'll come up now. This is second and long.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to take possession as they got it at the 42-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Running left, it's Hall.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 231 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Wow, so they had an incomplete pass. There they go out of bounds on the run. Virtually no time off the clock for the first two downs.
And there's no way that's part of what they practiced in OTAs, mini camp, preseason camp, all the way through the season. You go through these scenarios and you work on them, and you have periods in practice that you say, okay, this is what the scenario is. This is what we need to get done. You've got to take time off the clock. That's what you've practiced. That's what you've worked on. They didn't get it done.
Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
First down, Jets.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Rodgers throwing here. Over the middle, it's complete. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So it's a victory here for the New York